How many of you have actually ever donated blood? No? No? Okay. How many of you have actually ever thought about it, at least? Still no one? Okay. Most people do not realize the importance that a small amount of blood can have in someone's life. That small amount of blood could be a deciding factor between life and death. And sometimes people also don't realize how simple it is to give blood. And there are some simple things that are seen through general facts about blood, why everyone should give blood, and the process of actually donating. First of all, some general facts about blood are easy to understand as long as you don't go into the super science detail, which we've already all learned about this year. So, when a baby is born, it only has about 1 cup of blood in its body. And if you think of like a measuring cup, I mean, like that thick maybe? That round? I don't know. It's not a lot, that's what I'm trying to say. Whereas when you get to your full size, when you're an adult, you have about 10 pints. So, I mean, that's quite a lot more. And blood makes up about 7% of your body weight, which, not going to do the math, but it's not very much. And finally, there are 4 types of blood: A, B, and O. And then there's positive and negative, but whatever. I'm A negative for anyone who cares. Woo! Okay. There are also many reasons why you should donate blood. There are approximately about 4.5 million people every year who receive some amount of blood in the United States and Canada. And because there's only a certain percent, which is about 37% of people who are eligible to give blood, and only 10% of that 37% donates blood, there's normally a really big shortage in the supply, which isn't really good because a lot of today's medical care is focused and heavily dependent on that steady supply. And every day, about 43,000 pints are used in the United States and Canada, which, that's a lot of blood. And about every 2 seconds, someone somewhere needs blood. So, 1, 2, someone needs blood. 1, 2, someone needs more blood. And, I mean, it can be from the smallest amount to a big amount, like a gallon, which, bless that poor person's soul. I mean, whew. And about 1 in 7 people who enter hospitals daily need blood of some sort. Because if they don't have it, it's not good. And going back to what I was first saying, there's a whole bunch of blood shortages every year. And if we were just to donate a little bit more, 1%, add 1% to that 10%, you get 11%. And that would make the blood shortages way less frequent. And also, if all of the donators were to donate 3 times a year, blood shortages would practically vanish, which would be awesome. And also, donated blood assists way more than you think to people who are suffering from diseases like cancer and anemia and all that other blood related stuff. Yeah. And sometimes if certain people who need an organ per se, if they don't get the blood that they need for a transfusion, then they can't get that organ. They have to either get off the list or get moved back, which could probably end up in them dying. So, donate blood. And, like, as an example of how severe the need of blood can be for someone who is sick, a lot of people who have sickle cell anemia that are in America right now, they sometimes have to get blood transfusions every month. And that sucks. But sometimes, like I said, there's a shortage in supply, so looks like their life's going down the toilet. And finally, there are 4 steps of donating blood, which are easy and very enjoyable, especially the last step. The first step is just to register, and all you have to do pretty much is sign up, sign your name, and you just read some information about donating blood. The second step is like a little bit of a physical, nothing severe, just little. And you just answer some medical questions, and they just take your blood pressure and your temperature and make sure you're not sick and such. The third step is actually donating your blood. So they put you in a really nice comfy chair, and you sit there for about 10 minutes with a needle out of your arm, like right there, or somewhere, wherever you can give it. And, I mean, you just kind of sit there and chill. Simple as that. And the last step is you get refreshments. They provide you with refreshments, and that's awesome. And then you can leave about 15 minutes later. So, as you can see, donating blood is super simple and not complicated, really. And I really hope you consider it. But, I mean, sometimes it seems kind of insignificant, but it can really affect the lives of people around you. And 1 pint could save up to 3 people. So, wouldn't it be cool to know you saved at least, 3 people? Or you could save more the more you donate. So, it's a really cool fact to know. And personally, I will be looking into donating blood as soon as I can, I guess. I don't know. I'm busy. And I hope that you will look into it as well.